I seen a little bit of this earlier, but I knew I was gonna watch it again because this game looked too sick. So I'm gonna watch it again. I'm gonna examine it. This game looks amazing. I need this game. I already took off a week of work just to play this game. Let's watch this game. No disrespect, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Just because I need to get the gameplay, that's all.
Producer of Final RPG until the end of the show and enjoy everything we have in store for you. With that, let's get started.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant. Focus, Wyvern. You are key to this mission's success.
Yes, Sergeant.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Gotta go like that.
Home sweet home.
Allow me to welcome you to the world of Final Fantasy XVI. Final Fantasy XVI is the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series, a storied franchise with 35 years of history. Yet while this is the 16th mainline title in the series, there's absolutely no need to have played any of the previous games before jumping in. With a fusion of real-time action and RPG features, Final Fantasy
It just started. It just started, and I'm already like it. I don't know what to say about this game right here, bro. But it just started. Soon as it started, you could see the Nero Devil May Cry 4 combos. You already. That's just, it's already sick. Go ahead.
Fantasy XVI has been developed as the first true action RPG in the series. Using the power of the PlayStation 5 to its fullest, the game delivers an expansive, thrilling gameplay experience which we liken to a high-speed roller coaster ride.
He just did some sort of like Witch Time Quicksilver move. There's no way this game is a game of the year just by looking at it. Just by looking at it. This is insane. Go back. Right there. Stop you, parry, do a combo, jump cancel. I'm not big on the summons of Final Fantasy, but that is Ramut, I believe. Ramut. I'm not sure how to say his name, but the Thunder God, the old man that come down and he zap you into oblivion. That's that guy. And then I think there was Shiva. Yep. And then notice the character himself, like, is reminiscent of a Devil May Cry type of character. Like, you know, not necessarily just saying he's Dante, but like it has that Devil May Cry style where you got the sword on the back, you got the character, he got his cloak or his leather jacket, and he's just ready to go and he's just ready to fight. And that guy, I guess he himself, because when I was watching the older trailers, the characters turn into the summon, so I think like his soul is like infused with Ifrit. to me, is the first PS5 game. Every other game that's come out before this is a PS4 game. It just worked better on PS5. This is a PS5 game. Period. Like, this game is, it's, look at it. Look at it. It's madness. It's madness. So, I know in the Final Fantasy universe, like, all of the logos of the game, like, define the game a little bit. So, you see a phoenix and looks like a hound or a dog. So maybe it's signifying, like, maybe he's immortal and somebody's trying to hunt him or something like that. You know, I'm assuming that's supposed to be like the Bahamut is the dragon, right? I think in Final Fantasy. I gotta look it up. Pretty sure the whatever the dragon summon is in Final Fantasy, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's so sick. And it's more.
The protagonist of our story is Clive Rosfield, and his journey takes place in the realm of Valisthea. We follow the epic tale of Clive, Shield of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, as it unfolds across 3 distinct periods in our hero's life: his teens, 20s, and 30s.
I like that. That's like in Final Fantasy 15 where you play as Noctis at the beginning of the game. He's like a teenager, but by the end of the game, he's like a grown man. He's the king, even though he kind of looked somewhat the same back then. But this game is it's telling you, like, yeah, you're gonna play as him a teenager and then as an adult.
While the story begins with Clive in his 20s, a fully playable flashback will allow you to experience the pivotal events that shaped his past and present.
Oh, so you play it as the flashback. I know, yeah. If you don't play Devil May Cry, you wouldn't notice it, but I notice it. All of his versions of his character look just like a Devil May Cry character. It's clear. It's like in your face at this point. I like that though.
And thus does the curtain open on this newest Final Fantasy adventure.
So the dash looks like Virgil, like the what's it? Devil May Cry, I'm gonna say 4 was the one where you, as Virgil, you throw the sword to whichever enemy you're going to and it like teleports your body to it. I think it works like that in 5 too, but I don't remember it too much like that. So it's like a Dark Slayer type of style that, like, at least there's never an enemy that's too far off. There's always a way to close in on it. That's pretty cool. I saw that his little, he got a little, like, he could shoot like a fireball out of his hand. That's gonna be like, I guess, the gun button in this case. You got an obliteration attack. That little boy waking his hockey. That Phoenix is not a summon in Final Fantasy, right? Like it's never been in the previous games. I don't think there's been a Phoenix summon before. There's a Phoenix down, I know that, but like there's not a Phoenix summon in Final Fantasy. Let me look that up real quick. See if there's a Phoenix summon in Final Fantasy. That wasn't the same. He's the Phoenix. He turns into a Phoenix. He flew away or whatever. Now, in this cutscene here is a different cutscene. Bonnie Clyde that's turning into Peripheral. Oh man. He beat the crap out of it. He savagely beat it. It was dead. Basic attributes. I'm guessing those, like the Rising Flames and the Scarlet Cyclone move is like it's what they showed him do, but I guess you could like equip a specific air combo type of move or a specific like finisher or so. So you don't have access to everything at once, but it looks pretty high. I mean, it better look pretty high. Like I didn't see nothing that didn't look pretty high. I mean that I didn't see anything that looked bad. So whoa, go back on screen.
Navigation in Final Fantasy XVI is driven via a world map with location.
Bro, that's the world. Look how good the world map look. You see the graphics on the water? It's a map. What game has that? What game the map looks that good? There's no game I've never seen that the map looked that good in. That's crazy.
Being added and updated as players progress through the main narrative. The world map can be opened at any time, allowing players access to all manner of locations across Valisthea. Here, players will meet new friends, encounter formidable foes, and uncover great and wondrous mysteries.
Something I hope, but I'm gonna say that at the end.
Next, I'd like to talk about the combat of Final Fantasy VI.
You don't even gotta talk about it, bro. You don't even gotta talk about it. Like, you could say nothing, and I would understand every bit of it. I'm gonna have this game in my hands. Day zero. Day zero. I'm gonna have it. However, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna have it before the game drop. If I have to play this as early as possible, unless there's a demo that comes out before the game. This game looked unfathomably good. Unfathomably good. That's how good this game looked.
16. All the battles in the game take place in real time and are not turn-based.
That's all I want. Like, and no disrespect to people who play turn-based games. I don't play turn-based games unless it's Pokemon. That's like the only turn-based game I actually play. But there's so many games that's like this, like Final Fantasies, like, I don't know, let's say Final Fantasy VIII, right? Turn-based. If they remade it just like Final Fantasy VII Remake or this, especially this, if you do it like this, then you're just God tier. But that's too much to fathom. But just like how Capcom is doing all the Resident Evils over, like how Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 was, they redoing it again with like a slightly better gameplay style and, you know, feel to it. If they do all the old Final Fantasies again, like this, I won't sleep. I won't sleep It would take me, I know they take like 10 years to make a game, but when you make a game like this, it's worth it. It's really worth that 10-year wait because it's crazy when it come out. Just look at this game, bro. Like it's just, you don't understand.
As Clive progresses through the story, he will learn a wide array of exciting abilities from the icons that he encounters.
He got a run it back.
Array
He got a royal guard
of exciting abilities.
right there. So he has there's a block, but it's probably not a block button, but there's an equipment weapon that can function as a guard. So it's somewhat similar to royal guard, and then you see like he could do parries. So that's basically royal guard. He got it in the game. So I saw royal guard. I saw Quicksilver. I clearly saw Swordmaster. There's some gun stuff. There's Dark Slayer / Trickster style of movement. There was enemy step. I was calling them out when I was watching it earlier. It's just oh my god.
From the icons that he encounters.
So he's just shoot
Now,
cancel,
let's
shoot
take
cancel.
a moment to admire Clive in action.
You got a finisher. He got some sort of like, it that right there though doesn't remind me of a Devil May Cry ability. That reminds me of something out of Ninja Gaiden. Unfortunately, the Ninja Gaidens that I hate, but that look like that. I kept saying million stabs, but it's not million stabs. It's the other one that Virgil has. Excuse me. That Virgil has with his sword, his Yamato, where he just slashed a million times. Y'all know the move. If you play Devil May Cry, you know the move. He got it. There. You saw it. And then before that, this like windmill move that he did right there. That reminds me of the Devil May Cry 5, where you have I think it's called the Dante, if I'm not mistaken. The sword, the final sword that you get as Dante, that makes the summoning swords come out of nowhere. That's what that reminds me of. Except it's his real sword. It's his actual sword here. That freeze time thing is crazy. Like what I'm trying to see what is that? Is that cold snap? Is that what that is? Whatever that is in the bottom right corner of the screen, if y'all can see that. There's jump, attack, blizzard, and then it says cold snap. I think that's what that might be, that cold snap move. That right there is crazy. Oh, okay. I think I understand now. So if you look in the upper left corner of the screen, it looks like his summoned, whatever is equipped, is Shiva. So he has ice moves, obviously, right? And then he could swap to it looks like the Phoenix thing that they showed earlier. So it would have fire moves. So you have like you have a style switch in this game. There's a style switch in this game. It's clearly there. It says press L2 just to do it. It's right there in the upper left corner of the screen. There's a style switch in this game. So that means you can hopefully, I'm pretty sure if it's an action game, they made it so that like you can, there's no like cooldown of when you can and can't do it. You could just attack, do a ice move, swap to fire, do a fire move. This is insanity. He had the little table hopper backstep. If you didn't just catch that, just like the quick dodge that you have in Devil May Cry 4 with Nero. So that right there, I think that's Leviathan. So you can have more than two. It looks like because he has. It looks like there's space for four at least. He got. I think that's Leviathan. Leviathan, Ramoot, and there's another one. It's I think that's the Rock summon now. I don't know the character's name. And then there's a Mega Flare counter at the screen. I'm not sure what that is, but If you play Kingdom Hearts, you know Mega Flare is the move that blows up the entire screen. So I'm guessing that's like it's a finisher. He got the I don't know what you call it, but the man has judgment cuts. Run it back, please. Like, he has judgment cuts. So he's Nero, Dante, and Virgil in one character. What more can you add to this game? He even has a what do you call it? The thing that Nero has, where in Devil May Cry 4, and you have it in at the end of the hand where you can, it's called Snatch. There you go. I remember what it's called. He has Snatch, so he has a way to bring enemies to him instead of just running to enemies. So I am right. Okay. So this is the judgment cut end move. But what I caught on to is that every summon has some sort of finisher connected to it in the left corner. I don't know the name of that summon that's at the top. But Zantetskin would be this one, which is the equivalent to judgment cut end that Virgil has in Devil May Cry. And I think that the meter at the upper corner, the upper part of the screen, that's the yellow thing, allows you to use it. But then there's the 5. I don't know what the 5 is for that. Maybe it's just that's the highest level you can do. I'm not too sure. But that's cool. So every summon has something you can equip. It looks like you can equip. I'm gonna say 4. It only showed 3 for now, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 4. You can equip. I'm gonna say 4 of those. So you got Shiva's ice, you got that Phoenix, which is fire. He himself is Ramut, which I'm gonna assume that the Ramut part of it is like Devil Trigger. Something like that. Like it makes him transform into Ramut for a limited time. You can just body enemies real quick. So Ramat, he got the lightning mode. There was the Leviathan 4 where he was doing the little chain combos and stuff like that with the spinning and everything. No, so that's Bahamut then. If it has Mega Flare there, because that's the only Final Fantasy summon I know that could do Mega Flare. Or unless there's probably more than one Bahamut, because usually in Final Fantasy there's regular Bahamut, there's like Super Bahamut, Metal Bahamut, Mecha Bahamut, and then final Mega Form Bahamut. He's like a Digimon. He keep evolving. He don't stop. So I assume this is like an early version of that. But it do look, it's weird because it looked like that's Leviathan in the upper left part of the screen, but sure.
The abilities that Clive wields have unique characteristics depending on the icon they are derived from.
So yeah,
Players can use ability points collected by defeating enemies to unlock more abilities or upgrade existing ones. Can't decide which iconic ability to
Okay,
upgrade.
so now I know the names. Okay, so that's his regular.
Defeating enemies
The
To
wing
unlock
thing was Garuda. I'm not familiar with that summon, but this Ramu. I kept saying Ramat, right? Ramu.
more abilities,
Ramu.
or upgrade
Ramu.
existing ones.
That's Garuda.
Can't decide which iconic ability to unlock or upgrade? No problem.
Do it
You can
automatically.
let the game choose for you. Final Fantasy XVI includes a range of timely accessories to provide support to those players who may not be so skilled at action games, bringing them a truly enjoyable experience. Players are encouraged to equip Clive with different combinations of these accessories until they find the one that perfectly matches their own playstyle. A combination I can particularly recommend to those who may struggle with action gameplay is the Ring.
I hope it doesn't do that every time. I hope not. I hope it doesn't do that every time. Unless that's just like some easy mode type of setting. Maybe it's the equipment that lets him it's like a auto dodge type of auto helper type of mechanic where it just lets you dodge like that. But yeah, I just hope it doesn't do that, because if something's gonna blast you and then every time it try to hit you it freezes the game and then say press R1, I don't want to do that. I want to just have like all of the free form. If I get hit, I get hit. It is what it is. But I want to be able to dodge it with my own skill.
Of Timely Focus and the Ring of Timely
Like that.
Strikes. This combination allows players to unleash a wide array of different techniques just by pressing a single attack button, as well as shifting into a window of slow motion whenever Clive is about to be hit by an attack, giving them a little extra time to hit R1 and evade.
So what he just said is there is easy mode. So if you're not super skillful in Devil May Cry games, and again, I'm gonna get to that in a second, but there is easy mode.
Alternatively, players could equip an accessory that fully automates evasion. As I said before, I really encourage everyone to discover the combination that works best for them.
Oh, I already know it. just seeing it, I already know it. He got the Cerberus move with the spin thing. Man.
And for those who want to concentrate on the story, don't forget to choose Story Focus Mode before starting a new game.
Bro, I just want to say one thing. I said a lot of things, my fault. But that game preference option that's in every game. Again, I always say, if the game can't play in 4K 60, it's holding the back. It's holding the game back a little bit. Well, I say a little bit, not a lot, because not every game needs to play in 60 frames per second. I do prefer every game to play in 60 frames per second. But a game like Resident Evil 4, I don't need to play it in 60 frames per second, because it looks good graphically and it plays smooth at 30, right? But this game, I need it to play smooth all times. Like, there's just no excuse for it. Just at all times, perfection.
In this mode, timely accessories are automatically equipped from the start, allowing players to immerse themselves in the narrative experience without having to worry too much with the action.
If you care about the story, pick that mode.
Clive will meet many characters along his journey who will join him as friends and allies.
This place. These are fallen rights.
Well, you didn't think they'd mind. I mean,
Why is she just sitting on his back like that, literally? My dude got a chair strapped to his back and she's just sitting on it. He just gotta lug her around.
the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
Sidolphus, who becomes a mentor to Clive. Jill, a friend from Clive's youth. Such encounters and reunions will set Clive on a path of great personal growth.
It is.
Some of these companions will even accompany Clive on his adventures, fighting alongside him and finding lots to talk about along the way. That said, players will only need to focus on controlling Clive. Party members are fully AI-driven, providing support for the hero, controlling Clive.
Was that not his devil trigger just now? Or was, oh no, that was the guy that was next to him.
Party members are fully AI
That looks so sick.
driven, providing support for the hero and constantly adapting and responding to his actions.
Wow, moving. It looked like, I don't think the partners are the summon, but I think it looks like you can equip the partners with the summon. The last guy is Devil Trigger. That was like Ramut. Keep saying Ramut. Rama infused with himself, so that's why he had like the thunder mode or whatever. And then this girl here, she got the ice mode. Hey, hold on, that was start. That was sick.
Oh, and we cannot forget Torgal. A smart,
Bet you money that dog is Bahamut. Calling it now.
strong, and fiercely loyal hound, Torgal is always by Clive's side and willing to stand by him in the face of whatever cruel fate may befall them. Torgal will act of his own accord, but players can also give him direct commands.
I would do that all day. Just rip them off. Make a combo like 50
Just
things
don't
at the
forget
same time.
to give this good boy some treats every now and then.
Oh, you better.
Goose, get her upstairs.
But Nana will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it.
She's the best healer this side of the belts. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be my soul.
Homie voices.
After
mad beats
progressing
for no
somewhat
reason.
through the game, Clive will gain access to Sid's hideaway.
It's always a Sid in every Final Fantasy.
Here in the hideaway,
least the ones I've
Clive will find a shop where he can purchase new weapons, armor, and consumables such as potions.
What about outfits? Because he was wearing different outfits. but also
Blackthorn,
you
a
can
highly
customize
skilled
it.
blacksmith, works the hideaway's forge, bringing materials to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. After upgrading your equipment or unlocking new abilities, try accessing the Arete Stone.
See, now he's not wearing night stuff. He's wearing Devil May Cry looking
Here,
stuff.
players can enter a virtual training area outside the bounds of time and space, where they are free to refine and practice combos of their very own. Once you're confident in your skills, try.
There's going to be a combo mad for this game. I see it already. I will join it. Combo mad for this game? Insanity.
Your hand at arcade mode and see how your scores stack up against players from around the world.
Oh, it's a built-in combo system. What? Who made this game, bro? Like, who made this game? It's the best game ever, bro. And I didn't even play it yet. I didn't even play it yet. It's the best game ever. You can't lie to my face. You can't tell me nothing.
The hideaway is home to a lot of other features as well. Not only will players discover a variety of side quests here, but they can also view information on quests offered all around Valisthea.
All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world?
Mid. When did you get back?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I might actually platinum this game. And I only say that because the games that I platinum have to be worthy of being platinumable. I can't play a game where it's just like beat the game 5 times, play it again on the hardest difficulty. That's another trophy. Play it again without dying to this boss. Play it again. Nah, I don't like games like that. I want a game like this where like it feels like when I platinum it, I did everything there was to do. There's nothing more I could do in this game.
Visit the Hunt Board to gain information on elite marks, fearsome foes lurking about the realm in desperate need of slaying. The Moogle will be your guide.
They all gonna get slain. So what you laughing for, homie? Because when I get my hands on this game, you about to get sliced in half.
There's also Loresman Harpocrates, who will unlock Valisthea's secrets as Clive recounts tales of his adventures.
I have quite the find for you today. You wish to study the tomes?
Here for another of my lectures.
And Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who will be more than happy to explain to Clive the current state of the realm and provide information on key players. There are all kinds of interactions and features in the Hideaway to help players get even more enjoyment out of their time with Final Fantasy XVI.
Changing, Clive.
That environment, like, and notice too, by the way, all those environments are based off the summons that you're probably gonna find there. But that city on the water, right? That looks so crispy right there, and it's like I know you're seeing it through this YouTube video, but looking at it like that, it's like just so crispy. God, like this is gaming now. Like it is crazy. It's just insane. Like it really break my brain sometimes just thinking about it because I went to school for this, and it's my God.
On his travels, Clive will encounter a wide array of fearsome foes.
True iframe dodges. So it's not like, how can I say it? I don't want to compare this to Dark Souls because I hate Dark Souls. I really do. Like, it's not a dodge or die type of situation. It's more like just like you see he's fighting it, then he dodged it, and then like because he dodged it, he got like some sort of benefit which lets him slow down time and do all that extra combos and stuff. But it's not based off just Oh, he get hit and he dead. Like it's all skill in that. It's all the player's skill. It's not trial and error. It's yo, you got it or you don't. Oh, that got recorded. Might of the blinding dawn. That's the type of super armor boss fights that I like. I hate boss fights where the entire boss is just super armor and then you're just dodging and attacking. Like, that's really annoying. These type of boss fights is what I like. He has super armor, but he has a limitation to it, to where once you break that, he's down and not down, but he's still actively fighting you. But now he could flinch. He could actually get stunned, but he's still able to not stun him. He's still able to make him flinch while in super armor, so it feels like you're actually hitting something. It's not like you're just slashing your sword and you're just doing damage to a foe that doesn't even react to it. I hate those. This is what I like. I love this. I can feel that I'm hitting you. It got mid cutscene boss fight, like mid. I see. I broke my brain already. It got mid fight cutscenes during a boss fight. It's got everything. That just stuffed him in the face. Say word, that wasn't how the boss fight started. There's no way that was how the boss fight started. There's no way that was how the boss fight started. Run it back. Run it back. There's no way. I gotta be wrong. He did get some damage there. My fault. He got some damage there. Cinematic clash. It's so clean, and then they all show up, and then he puts his stance back, and he's ready to play you again. And he goes straight into the combat. He just Azuna dropped. Oh, he just did a Azuna. He kicked homie to the sky, and Azuna dropped him. He Naruto primary Lotus that man. Nah, run about. Kick to the sky. That took like a third of his bar.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power.
That dude just transformed mid-battle. He wasn't like that before. That's so cool. You got phases too to the bosses and stuff too. It's not, you're not playing the same dodge perfectly. Hopefully I don't get hit. Slash, repeat 50 more times, you're dead. No, it's the whole boss fight is a boss fight for real. This is what it's supposed to feel like.
He will, of course, clash with the dominants who wield the power of the icons.
And that's the bundles that he ends up getting. Yeah, was gonna be in the block. There's a lot of particle effects going on. One of the developers played this boss fight and had this clip of him playing it in this video. I could just tell by looking at it. Somebody there in that Final Fantasy team plays these type of games like we do, and they put his clip in there because that's he was just playing with the boss just now. I could just tell you by looking at it. He was just toying around with the boss. That's something I would do. That's how I know.
Colossal beasts who hold the surrounding lands under their sway. Mysterious constructs of the fallen, a civilization shrouded in mystery.
That look like optional bosses. Did that mean to summon all the summons? Right? Sure did. How's it good? I think that's the thing that can copy me, so I think that's the
And we cannot forget the icons that
So if you just caught that, like mid battle, while he was slashing him, the boss itself had a parry, like a parry move. You know how in Devil May Cry they have that thing where you can't combo a boss forever. It's like a system, like a infinite prevention system. It has that too. So like you can't just cheese the boss. Of course, there's always ways around it where you're gonna find a way to like just dominate the boss. But just normally playing that looks amazing. But he's just slashing it,
and we cannot forget the icons themselves. Experience unparalleled real-time action combat as Clive takes command of the iconic might coursing through his veins and shatters his very limbs.
See, double trigger, there you go.
The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
Bro, it's not even that. It's not even, just look at the way the cutscene transition. The breathtaking iconic boss fight giant monster battles, it's just amazing. But like the way that the game transitions into that, like look at the way he falls down this hole or whatever. The Phoenix is flying in and he's still fighting the thing as he's falling, but the rocks in the background and stuff, it just goes with it so well. It looks crazy.
The shining point of Final Fantasy XVI, however, has to be the breathtaking icon versus icon battles.
And then that's that pentagon and stuff that I like. I miss that game that way, just saying.
These epic confrontations all play out in real time, allowing players to control their very own icon with their own hands. These battles differ depending on the icon encountered, and every showdown is unique, right down to gameplay. Players will experience everything from a 3D scrolling shooter to a heavyweight wrestling match with devastating attacks that encompass the entire battlefield. These massive scale boss battles are entirely seamless, and I can promise you heart-stopping, controller-gripping exciting. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the game for yourself.
Even as a giant summon, because remember, the thing that he's fighting is bigger than him, but him in that size is already giant to whatever his normal size is. But he was able to like do like a air dodge and like enemy step type of situation here. Look at this.
For yourself.
They gave him the Godzilla face. Y'all didn't catch that?
Nice trick.
Yeah, he's definitely Godzilla. That's not even Ifrit at this point. That's definitely Godzilla. That is a homage. That's definitely Godzilla. I immediately recognized that. He even got the little spike things on the back.
But if you can do it, so could I!
Get it. It's just like one of the games where I missed that game and I get to play something like that in this game. Look, the lock on everything. Yes. Bro, they can make an expansion that's just this, and I would still play it. That's the Bayonetta ball I was talking about. That looked like something straight out of Bayonetta, except we're doing it in Final Fantasy. Got hit for almost 3 million damage.
So everyone, what did you think? Thank you for taking the time to join us today. Final Fantasy XVI will be available worldwide June 22nd. And there's still plenty that we've left to reveal. Battle content, side content, endgame content, and more.
Too much.
We hope to bring you more on these aspects of the game in the near future. Also, I'm truly excited to finally be able to reveal that Final Fantasy XVI's main theme was written and performed by one of Japan's greatest recording artists, Kenshi Yonezu. We've still got a lot more in store for you in the coming weeks, and I hope you'll all pre-order the game and join us in Valisthea on release day. This has been Naoki Yoshida, producer of Final Fantasy XVI. See you again soon.
And the steel base. All of it. All of it. Play has no limits. No limits. Zero. 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 This game. Let me just stop. Let me just stop here. So I'm about to end the video, but after seeing that, as a hack and slash player, you can't tell me this game isn't everything. It's literally everything. Everything. So, I just hope for a couple of things. Customizable costumes. I want to make my character look cool, like, while I'm doing this. Oh, he already addressed there's easy mode, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse. And what I was wanting to mention was that people don't play Devil May Cry because they think that the game is too hard. There's an easy mode in Devil May Cry 2, and I'm not talking about just the difficulty easy mode. There's a simplified mode that allows you to do all of the combos, like the max versions of the combos, just by mashing the same button. So there's no excuse for that. So if you want to just play it because it's a cool game, you want to play it for the story, that's cool. Just do that. There's a mode for that. Then there's a mode for me. That's like, I want full control over my character. I want to do the sickest combo juggle I ever did. I want to launch something to the sky and then teleport up there, slash it up, knock it back down to earth. I want to do all that. That's what I want to do. And then the last thing, I know it is. I know it's in the game. There's got to be a secret, super hard mega boss fight. And what I mean by that is in Kingdom Hearts, you always had that secret final extra boss after you beat the game. You fight something that's like level 100 and it could kill you in a few hits, but it's just super hard because it's designed to be hard. It's not super hard because you die in one hit like a Dark Souls game. No, it's super hard because it's designed that way. I want those boss fights. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. This game, I can't say any more about this game. It's too much. It's honestly, it's too much. It's too much. I'm non-existent in June. When June comes, I'm not here. I live in another plane, the plane of eternal slumber. Shout out to Billy and Mandy. I live on that side of the dimension, bro. It's non-existent. Do not call me. Do not reach me. I'm playing this game. You could join my party chat, but I'm playing this game. Shout out to Final Fantasy 16, because I honestly, all I wanted was a Devil May Cry game that's like this, like that's just, you just keep playing on like it's a whole story, a whole world. It's not just stages, and you just keep playing it. I love that. Now, one day I just hope that I could get a Ninja Gaiden game that's like this as well, like a real Ninja Gaiden game. But that's harder to do because for Ninja Gaiden, the environments actually play a role in you playing the game. So that's a whole different story. But thank you, Final Fantasy, because this game is everything. It's everything to me. I'll see y'all when this game. Well, actually, I won't see y'all when this game come out because I'll be playing the game. But I will be uploading again. Just took a break because I'm still working on getting my PS3 fixed so I could play some more old school games. I have so many old school games that I want to play, but I have to get it fixed in order for me to play that. If I don't get it fixed, I do have another option where I could play the games, but I'd rather get it fixed because I actually have like people who play in real time with those games. But that's a whole different story. This game, amazing. Can't wait. That's it. There's not more to talk about.